What happened recently with Greenland is genuinely shocking, and once you understand the full story, it will completely change how you look at global politics. You may already know the basic headline. In 2019, the President of the United States publicly said that America was interested in buying Greenland. At first, it sounded absurd. People laughed. Social media turned it into a meme. But what most people don't realize is this. That statement was not a joke. It was a warning. Greenland is not a small island. It is the largest island in the world, rich in untapped natural resources, strategically located between North America, Europe, and the Arctic Ocean. Yet for decades, no one cared about it. So the question is obvious. Why now? Why is Greenland suddenly so important to the United States? To understand this, we need to look beneath the surface. Just like the ice covering Greenland itself. On the surface, Greenland looks useless. Freezing temperatures, ice everywhere. Barely 56,000 people, but underneath that ice lies something extremely valuable. Oil, natural gas, and most importantly, rare earth minerals. These minerals are essential for smartphones, electric vehicles, military technology, satellites, and space systems. And here's the key fact. China controls nearly 70% of the world's rare earth supply. For the United States, this is a national security risk. Now let's talk about the Arctic. For centuries, the Arctic Ocean was frozen solid. That meant no shipping routes, no trade advantage, no military relevance. But climate change changed everything. The Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the rest of the planet. As the ice melts, new shipping routes are opening. Travel time between Asia and Europe drops by up to 2 weeks. Billions of dollars can be saved annually, and almost every one of these new routes passes near Greenland. This isn't just about trade. During the Cold War, the US built radar stations in Greenland. These systems were designed to detect Soviet nuclear missiles even today. The US operates major space and missile defense installations in Greenland. These systems monitor threats coming from Russia via the Arctic in modern warfare. Whoever controls early warning systems controls the first move. Greenland provides exactly that advantage. Here's where things become uncomfortable. China is not an Arctic country. Yet over the past decade, Chinese companies offered loans to Greenland proposed airport construction projects, attempted to invest in mining operations. To the US, this raised serious concerns. Because history shows one thing clearly. When China gives loans, it also gains leverage. Washington feared that if Greenland became financially dependent on China, China could eventually gain strategic access to the Arctic. This is why Chinese projects were blocked. Denmark stepped in with funding. The US reopened its consulate in Greenland after nearly 70 years. This was not diplomacy. This was damage control. This story is often told as USA versus China, but Greenland is not an object. It is home to real people. Greenlanders have lived under colonial control before. First Denmark, then foreign military interests. Today, many Greenlanders want development, jobs, independence. But they also fear becoming pawns in a global power struggle. They don't want China controlling their economy, and they don't want the US controlling their future either. They want choice. So why did the US talk about buying Greenland? Not because it was legally possible, not because it was politically realistic, but because it sent a message. Greenland matters now, the Arctic is the future, and the US is not willing to lose influence there. That single statement exposed a truth that was hidden for decades. This entire episode shows what happens when climate change alters geography, resources become scarce, and global power shifts accelerate. Greenland was ignored when it was frozen. Now that it's melting, everyone wants control. Not for the people, not for development, but for power. Greenland is not just an island of ice. It is a military shield, a trade gateway, a resource vault, and a symbol of future global dominance. And as the world heats up, the fight for Greenland is only beginning.